This story is inspired by the experience of a student who was about 13 years old and felt lost during an important moment in her life: choosing a secondary school. Sometimes, even when nothing looks wrong from the outside, things can feel very heavy on the inside. At the end of primary school, she had to decide which secondary school to enroll in. Everyone around her seemed to have opinions: friends, classmates, even people online. Some schools were called better. Some choices were judged. And slowly, those opinions became voices in her head. She started to doubt herself. What if I choose wrong? What if others judge me? What if I don't belong? She felt insecure and confused. Instead of talking, she withdrew. She became quieter. She stopped doing some of the things she loved. Her parents noticed the change. One day, she talked to her mom, then to her dad. She explained how the opinions of others and her own fears made her feel stuck. They listened. They didn't rush her. They didn't tell her she was overreacting. They helped her see that her feelings were real and that she didn't have to face them alone. With their support, she slowly regained confidence. She realized that no school choice could define her worth. She returned to the activities she loved. She felt more like herself again. Later, she noticed something important. Some of her friends started withdrawing too. This time, she didn't stay silent. She told them they didn't have to handle everything alone. She reminded them they could talk to someone they trusted: a friend, a teacher, or a school counselor. Sometimes she was that person. This story reminds us of something important. Feeling unsure, scared, or overwhelmed is part of being human, especially during big changes. How can you recognize when you or someone else might need help? Pulling away from friends, losing interest in things you enjoy, feeling stuck, anxious, or unsure for a long time. How can you ask for help? Start with someone you trust. You don't need the right words. Saying "I'm not okay" is enough. How can peers support each other? Listen without judging. Don't rush to give advice. Help find trusted adults if needed. As the student said, nothing is ever so big that it cannot be solved, especially if you don't face it alone.